Now, if there's one thing that Expo 2020 has made clear to us all, is that the key to solving shared global challenges and building a better future is working together, connecting across our cultures and exchanging ideas and resources with each other.
That's right, and we are at our best when we can put our differences aside and come together to be able to celebrate our shared human experiences. And arguably, no organisation leads with this understanding better than Rotary. Now, you probably know about them. They're a global network of leaders, visionaries, problem solvers and professionals. And for those of you who haven't heard of the Rotary before, here is a quick introduction. Let's take a look.
For over 100 years, Rotary members have taken action when challenges arise. We know what people can do when they come together and put others before themselves.
The team lead said they will continue the campaign to fight against the coronavirus.
Local Rotary clubs deliver food and supplies to people in need.
Strangers become friends, helping hands multiply, and problems turn into solutions. We are Rotary. We are people of action. Learn more at rotary.org/action.
Well, the Association of Rotary Clubs UAE has set up shop here at Expo 2020 with their Majlis of Friendship, hosting more than 60 events a day. We have Margarita Poposka, Director of Rotary at Expo 2020, here in the studio to tell us more about what they're up to. Margarita, hi, how are you?
Good morning. Thank you so much for hosting me today.
Oh, that's very kind.
I'm very happy to be here and definitely to present what Rotary has to offer at Expo 2020.
Well, talking of that, tell us a little bit about exactly that. What has Rotary got to offer here for anybody who's coming down to Expo 2020?
Perfect. As you mentioned at the beginning, we are an international organization. Worldwide, we are present all around the world, and we have a lot of 1.2 million Rotarians, and we are counting. So for now, we were very happy to be approached to be one of the participants, international participants at Expo 2020. As an association of Rotary Clubs UAE, we have 7 Rotary Clubs. In UAE, we have 3 Rotaract, 3 Interact. So when we were approached, they actually wanted for us to reach out to our broad network. And definitely one of our pillars is to bring as much as Rotarians as we can to experience UAE, Dubai, and to see this marvelous place here. Second pillar is definitely to showcase our projects, because still Rotary is maybe not very known here at the Middle East, and definitely to make higher impact with that.
I mean, you've been around for more than 100 years. You've invested more than $4 billion in sustainable projects. So take us through some of the standouts. What is some of the day-to-day work that the foundation does?
Amazing. So definitely Rotary assess problems around the world. We're definitely in the underdeveloped countries. And mostly in Africa, we are there to support with any causes that they have. When you mention the sustainability, it comes first from education and from training, learning of how we can become better in that kind of field and area of focus. Environment has become our recent area of focus out of the 7 that we had, and for now we have focused on definitely finding some causes where we can improve, let's say, the water supplies around the world, or just raise the awareness about sustainability and environment.
Can you give us some tangible examples? So you were saying you're in Africa, so if we travel there, what are some of the projects that you're involved in? How are you making people's lives better?
Okay, I will just mention one very recent and very interesting project. So the Rotary Clubs, Rotary International, has actually dedicated one project for water barrels in Africa, where you know that since their tradition was actually for the women to carry the barrels on their heads, which is first, the gender equality here comes to question as well. So what Rotary did, supplied these water barrels that they can carry with the wheel. So now it enhances the gender equality, and as well it helped them to sustain themselves, and now they recycle the old materials in order to prepare them, so we train them how to do that. So it's somehow a sustainable project, but as well an eco-friendly system for them.
Wow, I love that.
Now, over the period of time, obviously Rotary's been set up. It's a non-profit organisation. For anybody who doesn't know that, it's a non-profit organisation, but it's really famous. The first time I ever heard of Rotary was actually when I was aware that they're creating or eradicating polio, which you've been doing since the late 70s, 1979, I think. Is that right?
Yes, true. So Rotary formed in 1905 by Paul Harris in Chicago. Since then, it has become some social, business, professionals, like-minded people who wanted to serve the community. And definitely end polio has become one of our main pillars of we eradicated polio worldwide. Only in few countries such as Afghanistan and Pakistan still remains uneradicated. So for now, actually interesting that you mentioned this, on 24th of October it's our World Polio Day. And here at EXPO, how do we participate? We are going to have a special end polio walk, like a parade, that will start from Opportunity District Gate, and then we'll go all the way to our Vassal Plaza, where we are going to host all of our Rotarians and guests, and with that we still raise awareness. Always, whenever we do any kind of project for End Polio, we dedicate the funds to the End Polio Foundation. And definitely for us it's very good because we have been supported by many institutions, and of such as well His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, who have dedicated a lot of funds as well for the End Polio. It's one of the biggest supporters for this cause.
Well, incredible event. We're going to be checking in with you hopefully then later in the month. Best of luck for the walk. Margarita, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. So the Majlis of Friendship is a chance for the world to get to know more about the Rotary clubs here in the UAE and abroad. But it's also an amazing way to meet new people, develop new relationships and form new connections.
Indeed, and that's what makes it perfect fit for us here at EXPO 2020, playing a key role in creating opportunities for participants and visitors alike to come together and succeed together. Now, Rotary comes together to create an impact in rural and less developed areas. Let's take a look at one of their initiatives.
My name is Kabul. I love breastfeeding. My name is Jassi. I love breastfeeding.
Gorgeous
Amazing,
kids,
isn't it?
really
Amazing.
Incredible, isn't it? Well, joining us now, we're looking at what is setting the Rotary apart from other global networks and communities, and really it's the sheer scale and the quality of the projects that are being executed by their team members.
That's right, the Rotary is a community of over 1.2 million individuals who are committed to taking action and proactively creating the world they envision, a world where we all unite to create lasting change.
Or to find out more about the impact the Rotary has made over the years and how it plans to leverage the exposure and opportunities awarded by EXPO 2020 to plan and execute projects in Africa. We're delighted to be joined with us in the studio by the President of the Rotary Club of Dubai, James Berry. James, thank you so much for speaking with us.
Thanks for inviting me.
So we had a little glimpse at some of the work that you do, but I want to ask you more. How are you helping businesses in Africa? How are you helping children, young and old, to really make a difference there?
Well, there's tons of projects going on at the same time in Africa. I know of one by the Jumeirah Club, which is Seeds of Light. The one that I know most is the one that I started nearly 10 years ago, both in Tanzania. The first one was in Zanzibar, this one's on the mainland. And it's a project close to Dar es Salaam, a little bit south. It's a home and a school. It's a home because in that district, in Kuranga, a lot of adults died of HIV and related diseases. So a lot of kids were left on the streets and in the slums. And So I started with a friend of mine to set up Larchfield. Larchfield is in Tanzania. It's a Tanzanian charity. It's also a British charity. It's also an American charity. All three work together. And the point of it is to give these kids a home and to give them a really good education to set them up for life. And we do it by, the Rotary Club of Dubai has been a great supporter. In addition, we've got Gulf for Good and other people who support us, but Rotary Club of Dubai and its previous president, Hassan Al-Rais, have been hugely enthusiastic in supporting Larchfield. We have 3 Rotarians on the board of Larchfield in Tanzania, 2 girls and a boy, and they're doing a super job. We're hoping to get more Rotarians on the board, so the whole thing is family.
Oh, it sounds incredible. You know, I love that. Again, you know, we're parents here, and being able to give a home to these children, you know, who've lost so many of their families, that just must be incredible to make such an impact.
Indeed. James, or Jim, as you like to be called to your friends, I think we're big friends now already in the last 2 minutes. Jim, how does the Rotary kind of go about raising funds primarily? What's the kind of major way that you guys support all the wonderful challenges that you have ahead of you?
Well, maybe Maggie can help more on this, but initially, the income of funds comes from memberships. So the more you grow the membership of your club, the more funds you have available to help. Events, which are staged in Dubai and elsewhere. Those are the 2 main ones. Maggie.
Great stuff.
Definitely, and most of our events, you can find them at the RotaryEXPO2020.com website as well, as the ones that are linked with Expo as well. However, we do have a lot of institutions support us, and we must mention the government of Dubai, who has been incredible help here in UAE for us to sustain our projects.
I mean, the project sounds amazing. James, we're almost out of time. What do you see the impact Expo creating with Rotary? What are you hoping to achieve this week or this 6
It's
months?
massive. It really is massive because it gives us an opportunity to promote Rotary right around the world. And events like this, shows like this, really play into that. It allows people who never heard of Rotary to come across and see what Rotary is all about. Because I know there are a lot of people in the world who really don't know how to express what they feel about helping other people on this planet. And Rotary helps you to do that. So the more people we have doing that, the better it will be. And this office we have in Expo 2020 is perfect.
Well, Jim, thank you very much for the moment. We've run out of time, unfortunately. Margarita, thank you again. And good luck with everything at Expo 2020 for both of you and your wonderful Rotary Club. Thank you.